Emotional intelligence skills among practicing leaders. Reality or myth? According to neurological research discoveries, emotions are an integral component of cognitive reasoning without which the brain cannot establish priorities and make decisions. However, despite the popularity that surrounds EI training interventions, the empirical studies on EI development are limited in number and represent contradictory evidence. The primary purpose of this study was to examine the impact of a leadership training program on participants' emotional intelligence scores. The target population for the study consisted of participants in leadership positions. 71 participants from over 30 countries took the pretest, and 45 subjects of the sample participated in the second training and took the post-test. The findings of the study showed that there was growth in mean scores a year after training and coaching had occurred. The following hypotheses were postulated. Hypothesis 1. Participants' overall EI means scores would increase after completing the EI training intervention. Hypothesis 2. Participants' scores on the 5 EI dimensions of interpersonal skills, stress management, adaptability, and general mood skills would increase after they completed the EI training intervention. According to Clark, as a result of the important associations that exist between EI and workplace success, especially in the leadership domain, studies that further our understandings of how emotional intelligence abilities can develop should have particular significance for a wide range of organizational settings. The empirical evidence obtained in this study provided additional support for the idea that leaders could be trained to improve their EI scores and EQ awareness. In this study, participants' mean scores in interpersonal skills increased the most, followed by the general mood and adaptability mean scores. Interpersonal skills and stress management showed the smallest increase in their mean scores. While this was unexpected given the comprehensive nature of the training, the reason for it could be statistical. More often, when the scores are high in the pre-test, significant increases in the post-test do not occur because it is statistically unlikely they would perform any better. Crummell and Yockey, 2011, investigated this issue and observed that the training intervention improved EI for those who initially had low or average EI scores, but not for those who started with a high EI. This seems to be the case here. The study established that pre-test scores had the highest means for the dimensions of stress management and interpersonal skills for leaders in the study. TCE, high pre-test scores on stress management and interpersonal skills could indicate their importance for leadership responsibilities. During the coaching sessions, the participants reported stress management to be a major issue in their daily routines. Considering that they all had years of leadership experience, it is quite likely that they had acquired high levels of these skills during years of service. In this study, the pretest scores for all the dimensions were high in that they were all close to the mean of 100. In spite of this, significant increases in the majority of the dimensions were observed, which demonstrates that the EI training intervention resulted in growth in mean scores. TE small effect sizes could be associated with high pretest scores. TTE findings of this study make a significant contribution to the existing body of research on EI development. In addition, this study emphasizes the importance of EI training programs for leaders. During the workshop, the authors listened to many participants as they shared their experiences on how they responded to humanitarian crises in their workplace and how organizational and national politics affected their careers. Leaders who participated in this training asserted repeatedly that they needed to equip themselves with EI skills to be effective in their roles, especially in their social competencies and in relationship management. Weaving emotional intelligence into organizational culture is a challenge for organizations and especially organizational development practitioners. Organizations value only those skills that produce tangible and direct results. Hence, human resource development practitioners need to build a compelling case for EI training by demonstrating the positive impact of EI on individual and organizational performance. This should be grounded in evidence-based empirical research on the impact of EI in workplace performance. In addition, to be effective, training interventions should be designed through innovative and engaging approaches, and according to the principles of adult learning and strategies of training, transfer, and transfer of learning. The study was conducted by HRD experts, including Drs. Frederick Moya Nafuko, Machuma Helen Muya, Forozane Farnia, Kit Kakarek, Susan A. Linham. If you have watched up to this point, please hit the subscription button. Thank you very much.